silversmith treats raw precious metals. For you, God, tested us. You refined us like silver. You brought us into prison and laid burdens on our backs. You let people ride over our heads. We went through fire and water, but you brought us to a place of abundance. Psalm 66, 10 through 12. This speaks of a fierce but beautiful refining process that leads to a place of abundance. To get us there, the silversmith doesn't just speak comfort and ease to his silver. He doesn't massage it into shape. No, he puts it through the fire. He even beats it and hammers it until it becomes what he has designed it to be. The Bible declares that this is exactly what God does for his people. Consider Zechariah 13:9. This third I will put into the fire. I will refine them like silver and test them like gold. Or Malachi 3:3. He will sit as a refiner and purifier of silver. He will purify the Levites and refine them like gold and silver. The refinement process is as fierce as it is necessary. The goal is to be purified for God's service, just like silver. In a large house, there are articles not only of gold and silver, but also of wood and clay. Some are for special purposes and some for common use. Those who cleanse themselves from the latter will be instruments for special purposes, made holy, useful to the master, and prepared to do any good work. 2 Timothy 22, 20 through 21. The reason I want to get in shape then, the reason I long for God's church to get in shape, is not to impress anyone, not to make others feel inferior, not to demonstrate our own personal discipline and self-control. God forbid. On the contrary, it is to become, as Paul writes, instruments for special purposes, made holy, useful to the master, and prepared to do any good work. Read these words again slowly, because this teaching about the connection between physical and spiritual fitness requires that our motivation be as pure as we can make it in this fallen world. We are called to be all of the following: instruments for special purposes, made holy, useful to the master, prepared to do any good work. Desiring a silver soul means that we stop treating our bodies like ornaments with all the misguided motivations often displayed by those who build their bodies out of pride and ambition, and start treating our bodies like instruments, vessels set apart to serve the God who fashioned them. Whether we have strong or weak bodies, healthy or sick, overnourished or undernourished, how do we begin moving from where we are now to more purposefully building bodies that function like instruments? Dross. An athletic club I once went to displayed 2 chunks of silicone on top of the reception desk. One weighed 5 pounds, the other 10. It was a vivid way of telling us, this is the extra weight you're carrying. Pick it up and feel its effects. Just as our bodies can be weighted down with extra baggage, so our souls are encrusted with dross. To make silver, the silversmith has to remove the dross that clings to it. Dross is the waste or other chemical element that surrounds silver. It has to be removed in order for the silver to be refined. You don't create silver, you separate the silver through a refining process. It is an image of taking something lesser away from something greater. Biblical writers loved using this image. Every age has its own dross, elements that keep us from shining brightly, elements that make us less than useful and less than prepared to do any good work. Thousands of years ago, Isaiah warned, "Your silver has become dross," in chapter 1, verse 22. Ezekiel prophesied, "Son of man, the people of Israel have become dross to me. All of them are the copper, tin, iron, and lead left inside a furnace. They are but the dross of silver." Chapter 22, verse 18. The writer of Wisdom explained what must take place. Remove the dross from the silver, and a silversmith can produce a vessel. Proverbs 25, verse 4. God has to remove less precious metals from our souls, tin, copper, lead, in order to let the silver shine in all its glory. He has to separate us from lesser things that tarnish us and keep us from conducting His presence, like using our